Hello, this is MasterClass444 here, and this is my video on Asher/Yara Greyjoy and how I think her storyline is going to be going in the TV show. Now, this may contain spoilers for Season 6 of Game of Thrones, I don't know. It's the 24th today. Game of Thrones come out later on tonight. And it is definitely going to contain spoilers for A Feast of Crows and A Dance with Dragons. So if you haven't read those two books, why haven't you? And go read them before watching this video. So unless you're fine with the book spoilers, that is, if you're just a show watcher. Okay, so my prediction for Yara, I'm going to call her Yara because then the show audience will understand that more. So I reckon Yara this season is going to be doing what Victarion does in A Dance with Dragons. Now, in A Feast of Crows, the King's Moot is held by the Greyjoys. They try to elect a new king, and Euron becomes the king. We've seen him in other trailers. Yara puts herself forward to become king, and so does Victarion Greyjoy. Now, the family tree works, so it's Victarion is Euron's brother, and they're both brothers of Balon. Now, I believe that it's actually yes, Euron is the older brother of Victarion, and Asher, however, is Balon's daughter, or Yara is Balon's daughter. So Yara has the strongest claim. However, she is a woman, so people don't accept her claim at all. Euron then has the second strongest claim. However, he did some bad stuff in his past, and he was exiled for it, so people think that he shouldn't be king for that. So then the next logical person is Victarion. However, other stuff. Victarion's not the smartest of fellows, let me say. So in the books, Yara's story goes that she is married to some guy, so then goes up north to try and capture some place or something. I don't know. So yeah, she goes up there, but then she gets taken by Stannis Baratheon, and she meets up with Theon actually, which is quite cool. Now, yes, she sees her brother in Theon, and that they're sort of meeting up in the north. However, this might not happen in the show, as they've already sort of done Yara meets Theon, and Yara is disgusted, and that's what kind of happens in the books. So her storyline isn't actually very important, and this is one of the reasons that I think that they'll change it, because they've already done the stuff that they could do in the future with her finding Theon, because she's already found Theon and worked out that he's not Theon anymore. Now, Victarion has a much more interesting storyline in Feast and Dance. He also puts himself up to be king. He doesn't get it, obviously. Euron becomes king. And then Euron tells him about the dragons in the east, because Euron's been travelling the east, and that's what he wants. That's how he convinces the Ironborn to come to his side. He has a special horn that will bring dragons to his side, and he convinces the Ironborn that he will get these dragons from Daenerys and use them to conquer the whole of Westeros and take the Iron Throne for him. And the Ironborn believe him, because they see a show of power where he blows the horn and it melts the person, which is quite amazing actually. So yeah, after he loses, he asks Victarion to go and get Daenerys for him, take the whole Iron Fleet, all 107 ships I believe, and go and take Daenerys and bring her to Euron, and bring the dragons as well, so the dragons can be given to Euron. He gives Victarion the horn as well, and he sets off to get Daenerys. Now, while there, he encounters some people. He does some stuff, and he almost loses his ships, but he gets them back, and stuff happens, and he goes along, and he wounds his hand in the battle, and a red priest named Makoro sorts it out for him. Now, this Makoro might be being replaced in the show with the new Red Priestess that we've seen in the trailers. So she might play a part in Yara's storyline, or I have a theory about her and Jorah Mormont, but we'll leave that for another time. And so they interact and they have some good times, and then Victarion takes the whole Iron Fleet and ends up in Meereen for the siege of Meereen that is about to go on in there. Yes, so Victarion arrives there, ready for the siege, but by that time, obviously, Daenerys has left the city, and that's where Winter is going to kick off with them arriving in Meereen to stop, I guess, the Yunkai from taking the city back. Now, why has this got anything to do with Yara at all? Why am I talking about Yara in this equation at all? This video is pretty boring. I'm just running down Victarion's storyline. Now, Yara comes into this because Victarion hasn't been cast. There is no Victarion in the show. The only mention of Victarion in the show is in a family tree that is given out in the season 1 or 2 DVD. That's the only mention of him in the whole series. So he doesn't really exist other than that. So why do I think Yara's going to come into the story? If you have a look at this photo here, we can see that Yara is in a hot place. This is Yara. She's in a hot place, and there's nowhere in Westeros like that. So she's probably in Essos. Why would she be in Essos? If she's in Essos, perhaps she's going to get Daenerys, and that's the only logical explanation that I can see. And because her storyline is already sorted, that's my other reasoning for that. So, there doesn't seem to be any Victarion storyline, and this could add a whole nother level to the show with the Greyjoys coming into Essos storylines, and it would just be a really good thing for the show to do. It'd be really big battles, big storylines. It's a good storyline to follow. It's a really exciting storyline from the book, and if they adapted it, like, people are disappointed because there is no Victarion in the show, and people thought that maybe Euron would do it, but with this Yara photo, then maybe it would be Yara. Yes, Euron was taken away because he killed Euron's wife or something. Yeah. Euron killed Victarion's wife, so that's why he was exiled. But other than that, that's what I think that Yara is going to be doing this season in Game of Thrones, and it'll be really exciting to see that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.